Dobry day.
Здравейте!
And welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
So, what have we been up to this week?
Oh, it's been a strange week.
It has. Not my favourite week this week.
No. Adam had trauma.
Yeah.
Which wasn't funny, really.
But she's still laughing. No, I woke up Monday with swelling in my mouth, a bit of an abscessy type thing. I've got a slightly loose tooth.
Which he's been ignoring for a long time.
Which I'm letting run its course as nature intends.
Ignoring it.
But it got to the point on Monday where we thought, okay, let's get some antibiotics. And then the fun started.
Yeah. A bit of traipsing around.
Yes, we tried to go to 2 dentists on Monday and then up to the hospital who basically told us, go to a dentist tomorrow. So Tuesday we got hold of a dentist and made an appointment for Wednesday. Went along Wednesday for a pregled, which is a review.
Not
so
an
it's
MOT.
It's not an MOT, which confused me a little bit to start with. But yes, I went along, had the check-up, and they told me that yes, they would remove the tooth. They'll give me antibiotics. There's a fair amount of work to do in my mouth, but I knew that. Because, as you know, I have a needle phobia, which kind of
ties in with the dentist.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to overcome that. So I'm back on Monday to have a tooth removed. So that'll be fun. But one thing I must say is the system of prescribing the antibiotics, stunning, so efficient. You give them your residency card, they take your number, your residency number, and put that in under the system, and then you go to any chemist with your card, they plug the number in, up it comes, and they dispense the drugs for you. So you can go to any chemist. There's no bits of paper, there's no messing about. Very good.
And we have to say a huge thanks to our Bulgarian teacher, Nelly.
Oh yes.
Who turned up at very short notice to help with translation.
Yeah.
Explaining to the dentist that Adam has a needle phobia, which it took some explaining. She decided she had to show Adam how small the needles were.
Yeah.
To which Adam had to explain, it doesn't matter how small they are.
You're going to stick it in me.
The minute you stick that in me, I will faint.
Just so you know. Just so you're prepared. So that was the fun of the week, if you can call it that. But it's all part of the adventure, isn't it?
It is.
So we did that. Lynn's been carrying on tidying up the grounds, the garden, the woodland out the front. Strimming away, gardening away.
The strimmer has been out again.
Yes. That autumnal sound of chainsaws and strimmers. We've been having that, so yes, Lynn's been keeping busy doing that sort of stuff. I've been up in the attic. Now, as you know, Operation Make the Roof Safe so it doesn't collapse is underway. This weekend is the main bulk of the work, but I had some prep work to do with the chimney. This is what I've done. The time has finally come for me to make a start on the chimney and this section of roof. Now, when it comes to actually doing the structural work, I won't be doing it on my own, as I've mentioned. I've got Ivan helping me, but in preparation for that I need to take this chimney down. It's leaning quite severely to one side. The sooner it's down, the safer it's going to be. So what I need to do is obviously remove this top section. This is all brick with a concrete render, and once you get into the roof it's mud brick, and it's the mud brick that's the problem underneath this chimney. So I've now got half the chimney down. The very first 2 rows were very difficult. They've been actually cemented in, probably more recently, and they were very stable. They took a lot of banging to get out. I'm now to a stage where it's held together with mud. The hardest part to get past is the render, but this is coming down nice and quick, so hopefully I'll have this down in no time. I've covered the hole up with a couple of pieces of OSB, just in case it does rain, to keep the worst of the rain out. I'll try and find some plastic to put over the top of that as well, but for the time being, the hole is closed up effectively, which means I can now start taking down the chimney from the inside, and on the inside it's mud brick, so in theory it should be easier. We'll soon find out, and I've got to take it down to a level at which it becomes stable enough to start building the new chimney on. Well, we're gradually getting this mud brick down. This is what it looks like inside. You've still got the two holes, but they're surrounded by mud brick instead of brick this time. So we'll take it down so we've got a level bit that we can actually put our concrete ring on, get it as stable as we can, and then start building back up again. So I'm now down at a level where I've got a stable, solid base to start building up from. We've still got the two holes, obviously, for the chimneys. The mud brick at this point is not too deteriorated, but that's okay because we will be putting a concrete ring on and also rendering the front, which will give it a bit of extra strength. And these are the blocks we're going to be building our new chimney out of. They're designed for the job, and they basically sit there. I'll concrete them in and then we'll build upwards. So that'll give us a nice, secure, strong chimney that we can then build the roof around. But that's about all I've got time for today. Next week you'll be seeing us doing the concrete ring and then the main work on the roof itself.
So as well as the trauma of the dentist and needles, Adam also had the trauma of ordering materials, but it all went well this time.
It did, yes. And me and a lady from the from PAVI 2012, between us, she doesn't do English, I don't do a lot of Bulgarian, but we managed it and I got everything I needed, I think.
Yeah, we hope so, Ivan.
We'll soon find out. But they were open on a Saturday and a Sunday, so if necessary we can pick more stuff up.
And true to form, we've had a glorious week this week.
Yep.
Weather's been lovely,
Yeah.
Up in the late 20s. I think we're near record highs for this month. But Monday, which was to be our big finishing off day for getting the hole in the roof completely finished off.
24 hours of rain.
24 hours of rain. So and that now Adam has to go to the dentist as well on Monday morning. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we can get as much done as we can on Saturday and Sunday, which is also impacted by our Villages Pie Festival.
Which is Saturday morning, 10:30.
Which we really didn't want to miss this year. And I'm sure Teresa and I will definitely still be going.
Ivan and I may be up in the attic.
Yes,
we'll have to see.
Depending on what the timings look like.
Yeah.
Because we're going to run out of time. The rain on Sunday was forecast initially for midnight, then it came back to 7 o'clock. Now it's 5 o'clock. Yeah. So it's coming. So, and then 24 hours of rain.
Keep your fingers crossed for us.
It'll be a good test. It'll be a good test.
It'll be a good test for something. I just don't know what yet. How quickly Ivan and I can work, I suppose.
Well, no, to see if it's worked.
Well, we've got to finish it first.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the excitement of the weekend.
Yeah, and next week is then you're flying back out to the UK on Tuesday.
Yes, we're bringing back a mystery guest.
Yeah.
Which you'll find out about next week.
Yeah. Coming to stay for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So proper guests. I don't mean that Ivan and Teresa weren't proper guests, or Sam and David. They're staying for a period of time.
Yeah.
So one other thing I did the other week was I brewed some beer. And the results are in. And here it is. It's a dark Kent ale. It's not one of my recipes, it's what I got, but it looks like beer, smells like beer, tastes like beer. Must be beer.
It is actually very nice.
Yeah. I have brewed another beer since, and that's underway, but we'll come to that when we come to that.
Yeah.
But just if you were wondering, turned out really well.
Yeah. You were quite happy with it, weren't you?
I've got quite a few bottles downstairs of it, so.
Got to have something to keep this tooth phobia away.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, so I think we're about there for this week. We
may be a little late with the video next week.
We don't know yet, but it's very possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Due to
travel plans.
Yeah. So it may not be out early Friday, it may be late Friday or early Saturday morning.
It'll be Friday. You know me. Determined if nothing else.
We'll have to see. Well, you could get a flight cancelled. Anything could happen. Don't count.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, this is planned to the nth degree. This trip.
I know. But I'm just trying to prepare you.
Okay. And of course prepare you, just in case.
The trauma that Adam will get upset if you can't get your schedules met.
Absolutely. It'll be on time. Don't worry. It'll be on time. So anyway, that brings us to a close this week. So it's time for us to say,
stay safe.
Be well.
Do skoro.
Do skoro.
Recording? Because it didn't bink.
It did bink.
Oh.
It did. It is recording.
I didn't hear it bink.
It binked. It did bink.
I didn't hear it bink.
But it did bink.
You've got a cat.
I've got a cat right behind me. That's fine. I don't mind. Make sure my moustache isn't in my mouth. Yeah, good.